There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Cardinals kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it out. It's Burrows. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Out wide right, it's Rocket. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Iamaleava. Dangerous screen into traffic. Could not make his way to the corner. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sends it back in motion. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away.
Number 35, on to punt it away.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Turns up, it's Brown. Turning it on! They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. A give to Brown. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
The Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A run for the quarterback. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Right side, it's Perry. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Out wide right, it's Perry. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
7, UCLA, 0.
From deep, it's Burrows. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Iamaleava. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He breaks a tackle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keeps it himself. Powers through the defender. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Iamaleava. Finds his man, it's Payne. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Right side, it's Payne. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Making the adjustment. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gets the back moving. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Right down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Brown. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back, and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Hand off for Brown. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Simmons to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll move the tight end. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll send the back in motion. Simmons fires toward the target. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
This time on target. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Running through contact. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop. And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies.
Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, UCLA! Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Dixon. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Left side, it's Davis. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Finds his man on the RPO. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short. Here's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking for the score. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Burrows. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Iamaleava. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The screen, he can go. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 19 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Hurricanes, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Caught, it's blown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he threw a touchdown the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are in the very next drive. First play, and they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable throwing.
Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Iamaleava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start to... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Takes off, breaks into the open. The 50. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Running inside. It's Payne. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One more time, it's Brown. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to move the stick from Brown. He'll be stopped short. The game needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Needs it here on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. He's at the touchdown, Bruin. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if you would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running to the left. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play fake. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Changing the routes with his receiver. Iamaleava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And now on second down for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on third and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They booted away on fourth down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Throwing, Iamaleava. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Here's Simmons to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looks it in. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Rush is on. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Second and long here. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. And he gets it away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Simmons turns it upfield. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a lot to ask at this point. You need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions at minimum to win this football game. So we got to go. We got to take shots, find the match.
Snags it, and he's open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throws it back. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man. Turning it on. The 50. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Right side, it's closed. Open space at the 25. And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throwing Simmons. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll run with Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his target. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Leaves it in his belly. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback keep. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They punt it away on 4th down. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Escapes the pressure going right. He's taking a deep shot. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Throws it back. Rush right in his face. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive.
He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball